All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And even before I even start this video, let's just say this: may God protect President Trump from harm, man, because y'all know at this point, it's like these people are trying to do anything it takes to take down this man. I mean, just willing to do anything. Look at all these corrupt people, man. Fannie Willis, Jack Smith, Letitia James, that corrupt judge in New York City, Arthur Egeron, just all of these people trying to take down this man. Now, I come to this video right here from Benny. I definitely wanted to check this out to see exactly what Tucker Carlson had to say. And y'all know when Tucker Carlson speaks, he speaks facts, and Tucker Carlson is another one that doesn't hold back. And by the way, Fox News, y'all are so stupid for letting somebody like Tucker Carlson go. That was just stupid. Now he got his own network finna just blow y'all out of the water. But like I said, I definitely want to check this out. This one here was coming from Benny. He said that Tucker said that the CIA killed JFK and they're going to assassinate Donald Trump too. This is just crazy. And like I said, hopefully none of this right here happened though, but we know these people out here is crazy and they just willing to do anything to get this man off the ballot. It's just sickening at this point. It's crazy. But like I said, we're going to check this out. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing some more support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate y'all as well. And like I said, shout out to the one that always watches the entire video. Because when you watch the entire video, YouTube will share it and more people get to see my reaction. And that right there is where it helped the channel grow. And if you watching me right now, please go down to the bottom of the video, hit that like button. Like I said, that helps out as well. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's dive straight to it. Let's see what Tucker Carlson, and I see that Benny and Tucker Carlson had a conversation about this, so I definitely want to check it out. Let's go.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Times are very interesting and super dire if you are trying to uphold a system that is unbelievably unpopular with the American people. And if there is a populist candidate that, of course, defines what people want, what are you going to do? That man is an existential threat to you and everything you've built. Well, Tucker Carlson has said regularly that Donald Trump might be assassinated by these evil forces, and also that they've done this before with John F. Kennedy. Tucker Carlson's the only man who's really done this reporting, and we thought that we should ask him about that in our X Spaces that we hosted last night. Tucker Carlson was live on X with us last night, and it now has been listened to by nearly 4 million people. So what happens next for Donald Trump? He's obviously a threat to the regime. They can't allow that threat to continue. Tucker Carlson responds, and this is pretty dark. Listen.
So they're obviously going to see X as a platform. They're going to try and take X offline and metaphorically assassinate X. You've spoken at length in multiple situations about how you think that we are speeding towards assassination potentially for Donald Trump in his candidacy, because equally Donald Trump speaks hard truths that are uncomfortable for people, and also Donald Trump is a threat to the existing system. Do you really believe that we are on our way to a physical assassination attempt?
Well, I don't know what we're on the way to, but we're certainly on the way to something. I mean, one of, the great lie that we tell ourselves is that our lives in the world are static. They're not. They're always progressing towards something. We don't usually know what it is, but we're always on the road to somewhere. And you just sort of have to ask yourself logically, like, what's next? I mean, the amount of energy and money and time and public attention, all of which are precious commodities, the asshole community has taken to destroy Donald Trump is just astounding. I mean, it's honestly like the moonshot. In fact, they've expended more resources on destroying Trump than they did on getting a man to the moon, assuming you believe that actually happened, and I think it's in question. So it didn't work. That's the point. It didn't work. I mean, when they wanted to stop Bernie Sanders, remember, they kind of seemed to threaten his wife with criminal prosecution. Do you remember that? And all of a sudden, Bernie Sanders is on board with everything, and he stops whining about the billionaires, and he's actually friends with Goldman Sachs now. And like, Deutsche Bank isn't so bad. And like, I'm all in on the war in Ukraine. And of course, we'll take refugees from Gaza. Like, they turned Bernie Sanders into a bitch. And they did that by applying pressure points, of course, which is what they always do. And they've done that to Trump at scale. We're going to put your son in jail. We're going to put your oldest son in jail. And Trump's like, yeah, you. I mean, again, whatever you think of Trump, you don't have to like Trump or even agree with him to appreciate the remarkable resilience in the face of like every power center in the world opposing him, except for like the presidents of El Salvador and Hungary. Everybody's against Trump and he's still standing. So that does raise the question, like, okay, what next? You indict him 4 times. You threaten him with life in prison. These are credible threats, by the way. His trial begins in the middle of the primary season in March, a few months from now. And the guy is still running and he still appears to be unbowed. So, you know, you're kind of reaching to the bottom of your bag of tricks and you find it empty. And it's like, we're threatening you with life imprisonment. Call it off. Drop out. You know, pick a successor and leave. Retire. We'll leave you alone. He won't. So, like, what else are they going to do? I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing here, but, like, why wouldn't they kill him? Seriously.
It's worth noting that Tucker Carlson's asked Donald Trump this exact question before. How did Donald Trump respond to the will you be assassinated question?
So the reason I'm asking you is I'm looking at the trajectory since 2015 when you got into politics, you know, for real, and then won. It started with protests against you, massive protests, organized protests by the left, and then it moved to impeachment twice, and now indictment. I mean, the next stage is violence. Are you worried that they're going to try and kill you? Why wouldn't they try and kill you, honestly?
They're savage animals. They are people that are sick, really sick. You have great people in the Democrat Party. You have great people that are Democrats. Most of the people in our country are fantastic, and I'm representing everybody. I'm not just Republicans or conservatives. I represent everybody. I'm the president of everybody.
So Donald Trump saying, of course, these people are sick, savage animals, and Tucker Carlson being the only person who has ever really effectively exposed them, talking also about his reporting on the JFK assassination, as we mentioned in the live. The CIA did have involvement in the killing of JFK. JFK was going to scatter the CIA to the winds after shattering it into 1,000 pieces. And so that posed a existential threat to the regime. What is the regime writing about Donald Trump? Tucker Carlson, Trump's assassination conspiracy theory, explain where it started and who is pushing it. Oh, yes, they call it a conspiracy theory. Then they write headlines like this: Trump faces assassination plot. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones alleges. Well, what do you mean, plot? They're literally writing headlines about this. Here's what happens if Donald Trump dies while running in the 2024 presidential election.
See, this right here, like I said before, this right here is just crazy though, man. Like, just like Tucker said, they have tried everything from indictments. Like, at this point, it's like they just trying to do whatever it takes to make it seem like, to make Trump drop out or something. And he'll be like, you know what? Y'all trying to arrest me. Y'all trying to put me in prison. I'm done. I'm dropping out. See, that's what they want. That's what they want him to do. That's why so many of them is going after him. But the thing is, Donald Trump ain't falling for that crap. Because, see, that right there shows you that this man really, really cares about this country. Because if he didn't, he was just scared because of everybody going after him, and he would have just dropped out and said, forget it. So if I drop out, would y'all leave me alone? Because that's what they want. That's what they want him to do. They want him to drop out. They want him to go, but he keeps on fighting. And that right there is what pissing all of them off. That's why Fannie Willis them is so mad. That's why they trying to get speedy trials going. That's why Jack Smith is trying to get the court to rule against Trump's immunity. Like, it's crazy that they are just doing everything to go after this man. And what is Donald Trump doing? He's constantly fighting. When I mean say he's fighting. He ain't giving up. He ain't letting them scare him. He's still winning in the polls right now. And when I say winning, he's winning pretty much by a landslide right now. Joe Biden is cooked. Joe Biden is done. So now you listen to this. What are they going to try to do to him? He won't drop out of the race. He's constantly winning. He ain't giving up. So that's what this assassination stuff comes from. So Like I've seen, like in the comment section, they said protect Trump at all costs. May God protect our legitimate president Trump and keep him safe from harm. Lots of people all over this world are praying for President Trump. Yeah. Because, you know, at this point, they can't get him to leave. They can't get him to drop out. So, like I said, man, protect Trump at all times. Keep him from these crazy people, man. Keep him away from these crazy people. But let's keep it going and see what else Ben have to say about it.
These are the headlines they're writing. The fear of a looming Trump dictatorship from the Washington Post. Molly Hemingway saying this genre, claiming Trump is Hitler, because he might do to Democrats what they are doing to us right now, should be given the assassination prep label.
He literally just said he liked certain Democrats. I mean, you might have some Democrats that don't hate Donald Trump. They ain't as biased as a lot of Democrats. Because at the end of the day, when Donald Trump's the president, he's the president over everybody. Over everybody.
Exactly what Matt Gaetz is doing, saying that the media is greenlighting a Trump assassination. They call him a conspiracy theorist. He's back on X. And Alex Jones is saying, yeah, man, we're going to face some hectic times here with the potential assassination of Donald Trump. And the only thing that scares me about this is that Alex Jones has been right about pretty much everything else. So have a listen.
Are they going to succeed to prevent him from running?
No.
I mean, they're succeeding in a civil war right now in Russia. I mean, yeah, the globalists hijacked the most powerful country in the world with all our ingenuity and all our money and all our power, and the world's in deep trouble. And again, it's not like I'm saying China or Russia are good either. It's just a monstrous situation. And if people don't get serious and get out of their comfort zones, I think they're going to demonize him, indict him. And then I think they'll blow his airplane up. I really, at a gut level, believe they're going to kill Trump.
Who's this? Trump?
I believe the deep state establishment will murder him. I mean, I believe he's going to steadfast go through all this. He'll be 30 points ahead in the primaries. Nothing's going to stop him. And then they just, he dies of a heart attack because they poison him or they blow his airplane up. And I think, and Trump, by the way, has talked to Roger and others and said, I'm ready to die. I'm committed. I'm going all the way.
Like I said, let's just hope none of that happens. Let's just hope his airplane don't get blown up. Let's hope he don't get poisoned and all this stuff. And I understand that's what they kind of dictate now because he's winning and it ain't no stopping him. And he ain't giving up. He ain't dropping out because Donald Trump really, really cares about the people. If y'all listen to my last video when Kid Rock did that interview with Tucker Carlson, he said, man, every time I get around Donald Trump, he always talking about what can he do when he become president, like where he's going to change. And he always talking about getting this country back where it's supposed to be. So let's just hope none of that stuff like that happens.
Well, Alex Jones has been right about virtually everything else. So I don't know. At what point do you doubt? We, of course, pray that this isn't what happens.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the times that we live in.
Yep.
It is important to know who your enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, people who would kill to retain power, those have always been our enemies. That is the thing that defines the worst regimes on earth.
Shout out to Benny, man. Another great video by Benny. Salute to him. I actually bought one of Benny's shirts. He had like a Tucker Carlson shirt, so I'm definitely going to be wearing that in one of my videos, so y'all stay tuned for that. Shout out to Benny. Love his work. He always keep us updated as much as, like I said, Dr. Steve Turley, Doug. You know, shout out to them, man. They always keeping us updated, and I appreciate everything that they do. So, like I said, I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go show Doug some love, man. And like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments section. Y'all heard what I have to say. So now I'm going to be listening to y'all, see what y'all got to say about the whole situation. Like I said, thank you all for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.